You ever open the Temu app just to look, and suddenly you're $24 deep in nail stickers, neon socks, and a collapsible cheese grater shaped like a pineapple? Yeah, same. Temu is like the digital version of walking into a dollar store on crack. It lures you in with phrases like 90% off flash deal and only 2 left, as if the universe will collapse if you don't buy a laser cat toy right now. Their prices are so low it's almost spiritual. You start convincing yourself that you're not spending money, you're saving it. I didn't just buy 6 phone cases for $6, I invested. And before you know it, you've got 27 plastic packages arriving one by one like confused, uninvited guests to your doorstep over the next month. But let's pause for a second. Have you ever stopped to wonder how a company can sell a Bluetooth speaker, 2 sweaters, and a vegetable slicer for less than a Starbucks Frappuccino? No, that's okay, they're counting on that. Temu isn't just offering deals, it's weaponizing them. The app is designed like a slot machine with unlimited spins. Dopamine hits served fresh with every scroll. Every deal feels urgent. Every item feels essential. It's like they're whispering, "Go on. You deserve that 3rd avocado slicer." And maybe you do. But when a company makes everything feel like a must-have steal, chances are you're the one being robbed. You remember Shein, right? The reigning queen of ultra-fast fashion? Well, Temu showed up like the new girl in school who wears knockoff designer heels and still somehow steals Shein's boyfriend before 3rd period. Temu and Shein are now locked in the most aggressively affordable rivalry the internet has ever seen. It's like watching 2 evil geniuses battle it out. Not with weapons, but with $3 crop tops and $1 earrings. Temu didn't just enter the market, it bulldozed through it. Suddenly your TikTok feed is full of Temu hauls, with influencers unboxing 87 items they swear only cost $12.43. And weirdly, a lot of the stuff looks exactly like what Shein already sells. Like, suspiciously similar. It's as if these 2 apps are copying homework off each other, changing a few words and turning it in like no one's gonna notice. But here's the twist. While Shein still dominates the fashion lane, Temu wants it all. Kitchen gadgets, novelty lamps, suspicious skincare tools that vibrate, even things that look like they belong in Area 51. It's the Walmart of the weirdly cheap, and it's coming for your entire paycheck. And the apps know it. They're both optimized to learn your preferences faster than your best friend. One search for phone stand, and suddenly you're being haunted by every shade, style, and LED version of a phone stand known to mankind for the next 2 weeks. They're not competing for your attention. They're rewriting the rules of addiction, all dressed up in pastel-colored graphics and limited time offers. Because what better way to win a war than to make the battlefield your phone, and your wallet the prize? So you filled your cart, checked out, and now you're basking in that post-purchase glow. You just got 19 items for less than the cost of a sandwich. You're basically a shopping god. But here's the problem no one wants to talk about. If your sweater costs $3, what did it cost someone else? Because let's be real, someone had to make that hoodie, pack it, ship it. And if it's flying across the planet to land on your porch, someone's footing the bill. And spoiler, it's not Temu. Several reports have accused Temu and its suppliers of relying on cheap, exploitative labor, including allegations of child labor and abysmal working conditions in overseas factories. You know those product descriptions that say handmade? Yeah. Sometimes those hands belong to children who should be in school, not sewing sequins onto your $1 tank top for 12 hours a day. And before Temu's legal team shows up in my inbox with a cease and desist, let's be clear, they deny it. But here's the thing. They also don't disclose their full supply chain. No transparency, no accountability. It's like buying a car and not knowing if there's an engine under the hood. Just smile, drive, and hope for the best. Ethical sourcing isn't a cute branding thing anymore. It's a necessity. And when a company can sell a gold necklace for less than a pack of gum, you have to wonder, who's being underpaid in the process? Sure, we all love a bargain. But if the real cost is a kid losing their childhood to make your glow-in-the-dark fanny pack, maybe it's not a bargain at all. Still think the only thing Temu's taking from you is your money? Think again. Let's talk about the Temu app, because behind those cheerful orange icons and pop-up coupons might be something a little more sinister. Security experts have raised serious concerns about the permissions Temu requests when you download the app. We're talking access to your microphone, contacts, location, clipboard, even your camera. More permissions than your best friend has, and they at least text you back. And if that wasn't enough, back-end code analysis from cybersecurity researchers revealed something that makes creepy feel like an understatement. Code fragments resembling tools used in credit card skimming and unauthorized data harvesting. That's right. Some reports suggest the app could be designed, or at least capable, of collecting sensitive financial information right from your phone. Now, Temu denies this. They say they're committed to privacy, which is adorable considering the app wants to know your GPS coordinates every time you blink. Even if you haven't noticed anything weird yet, it's worth asking, is that 89-cent glitter phone case worth turning your personal data into a buffet for a tech giant? Because while you're celebrating your deal, someone else might be celebrating that they now have access to your digital footprint, spending habits, and maybe even your credit card. Buying from Temu might save you $5 today, but if you're not careful, it could cost you a lot more tomorrow. Let's say you dodged the labor issues. You made it through the data privacy minefield. Congrats! Your glow-in-the-dark pineapple socks arrived safely. But what happens after you wear them once, realize they're 2 sizes too small, and toss them in the back of your closet? You already know the answer. Most Temu items are so cheaply made they barely survive a single wash cycle. And because returning them is a nightmare that involves 3 forms, a printout, and a trip to a post office in another dimension, most people don't even bother. They just toss it. Multiply that by millions of users. The result? A tidal wave of textile waste. Fast fashion now generates over 92 million tons of garbage a year. That's enough to fill the Empire State Building, not once, not twice, but every single day. Temu's Everything for Everyone model is just dumping more fuel on that dumpster fire. And let's not forget the microplastics. Most of these budget outfits are made from synthetic fabrics like polyester, which shed tiny plastic fibers into the water every time you do laundry. Those fibers end up in rivers, oceans, and eventually inside fish. And then, because karma's hilarious, those fish end up back on your plate. Enjoy your plastic-seasoned salmon. And as if that wasn't enough, Temu's delivery model is the fast food of logistics. Thousands of packages shipped individually from overseas. One $2 order might fly halfway around the world for a single eyeliner pen you'll lose in a week. That's not convenience, that's environmental sabotage with free shipping. We've been taught to think of cheap stuff as harmless fun. But the planet doesn't see it that way. At this point, you might be thinking, okay, but it's just a few dollars. Who am I really hurting? Well, maybe yourself. Temu's entire business model is built around manipulating impulse. It's not just about selling you things. It's about keeping you in a constant state of low-grade craving. The deals never end. The urgency never stops. The dopamine never gets a break. And while the price tags might look tiny, they add up fast. A few hauls here and there, that's hundreds a year on things you probably don't even remember buying. And that's before we factor in what it's costing your attention, your privacy, your ethics, and yeah, your closet space. This isn't about shame. We've all fallen into the "it's so cheap, why not" trap. It's designed to feel good. But what feels good in the moment isn't always what's good in the long run. Just ask anyone who's ever drunk, texted their ex, or eaten gas station sushi. So maybe next time that 99-cent egg slicer pops up on your feed, you pause. Ask yourself, do I really need this? Is it built to last? Who made it? And what did it cost them? Because the truth is, you're not broke. You're being played. And the best revenge is not buying into it.